Hey, it's been a while. I'm excited today because I'm on my way to a kind of a fancy night out and I'm wearing a black velvet dress that's pretty simple. It has some cool embellishments. Those are snakes on the sleeves, as well as the waistband. So I was thinking that I would wear a lot of jewelry, and then I thought, no, what am I doing? I'm gonna do it up on my face. For me, do it up, like not crazy, but I'm gonna use some color on my face and have that kind of be my jewelry. So I also decided that I am going to use all products from one line. And tonight's winner is Kjaer Weis. And for no reason in particular, simply that a lot of you had said to me that you love that I list a ton of products down below after every video, which they will all be down below as well, but that you wouldn't mind seeing a whole line on one face. So here we go. So I'm going to use 6 products, and I'm going to start by showing you what they are. So this is a brand new launch from Kjaer Weis. It's enticing. It's a creamy, deep navy, beautiful eyeshadow. And historically, I haven't been a huge fan of cream eyeshadows because they move, and for my work, I can't go with a moving eyeshadow. It needs to stay put. But for real person life, I kind of like it, and I like that I can set it with a little bit of powder, and when I go to the bathroom, I make sure everything is still in place. So along those lines, I'm going to be using this powder. It's her translucent powder that I really like to just put a little of onto the lids right before. And then to kind of give it a little bit more drama, I'm going to use this, I think it's Earthy Calm. This is a really good, rich, deep brown shadow. And so if my eyes had more space up here, for those of you who have amazing, as we call it, eyelid real estate, this look is very specific, very well placed. On me, since my eyes are quite hooded, it's just going to be a little bit of smudginess in the crease just to kind of give a little bit more drama, a little bit more depth effect there. We'll see how it goes. Back when I was had a little bit more eyelid real estate, I would do it up in that realm. Okay, then I'm going to use her really beautiful Radiance on my cheeks. It's a lavender highlighter. I love that. I'm going to use her Paper Thin foundation. It's one of my very favorites. It offers a nice light coverage. I've already got some moisture on. I put a bunch of oil on my face first. And then I'm going to finish the look with, I haven't yet decided, it's either going to be her KW Red, which is a pretty good intense red, or Adore. Might be Adore. It's got a lot more deep, like ruddiness to it, russety kind ofness to it, and then I'll probably bring that up into my cheeks. We'll see, which I almost always do. So to start, I'm going to use a pointed domed brush. This is from Antonym. It's their number 19 brush, and I'm going to pick up some product. This is the blue. I'm going to place it on the back of my hand. So I use the back of my hand as my palette of sorts, and grabbing my little mirror. Let us begin. So I'm really just going to smash it along my lash line. For every eye, this might be slightly different, but start by just putting it right there. Does not have to be perfect. It's not like, a graphic liquid liner or anything. We're just gonna smudge the heck out of it. All of these little mirrors that I have, everybody always writes and asks, where did I get them? I have a whole collection of them, and I've gotten them throughout the years at thrift stores, vintage stores. So keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure you will find a ton. And the reason for that, what I really like about the fact that I just happened to mention that right now, and the fact that I'm using all Kjaer Weis, is that, back in the day, these were refillable. I have no idea what this says. I wish I knew, but I've kept it. You can't see that on there. The light's too bright. But you would buy, look at this. Oh, I can't get it open right now. I'll show you in another video. You would buy the refills, and right now, you know, we're in this crazy crisis. Plastic is taking over our world. Once it's created, it's here. Either we recycle it, or it sits in the ocean or in landfills. We need to all be diligent. If you're going to buy products, you really need to make a commitment to yourself and our planet to do the best that you can to only buy things that you know are 100% recyclable. And that means familiarizing ourselves with our locales, recycling plant options, and making sure they do what they say they do. There are lots of places that accept recycling, and who knows what happens to it. So I love that Kjaer Weis makes everything refillable. And she has extremely beautiful external packaging, so you want to keep them. It's like a little jewelry box. Okay, so then I'm going to take a slightly larger, but still a dome-shaped brush. This is also from Antonym, and it's their number 6. But you could use anything. Kjaer Weis actually has one that's wonderful, a little dome-shaped brush. It must be my kid's. It's not here sitting next to me. So this shadow is just going in the crease. And again, depending upon the shape of your eye and socket, you may have a lot that you place right there and it looks amazing. You may have a teeny bit. Whatever you do, don't take it all the way up to your lash line or up to your brow bone. Let it just stay right there and feather up ever so slightly. So it just adds a little backdrop and a little drama. And this is not shadow, that's just, I have discoloration there, so we'll cover it up at the end. Whoops, wrong brush. That's more helpful. You could choose any 2 colors for this. It does not have to be brown and blue if those are not your favorites. I was just thinking about what kind of goes with the colors in my dress. But you could do green, purple, black, or gray, anything, just to give yourself a little added drama around the eyes. So then I'm gonna, because I think I need a little bit more something, I'm gonna take that brush that I used with the blue and just rim the bottom of my eyes on the outer edge, not all the way to the inside, kind of in the lash line. And you'll want to just like step back, look at yourself in the mirror. Does this look good? Am I closing off my eye too much? Those are the kinds of questions that I ask myself when I'm painting on a face. Am I doing this eye a disservice by piling a bunch of makeup on it? Or does the enhanced effect look really good? And then I'm going to go back in with the blue again and just really smash it into the lash root for a little added blue drama. And take that lash hair out of my eye. Ta-da. Then you curl. So, if you'll remember from previous videos, my favorite way to do it, and the way that I'm always asked about, how do you get the lashes up so high? Couple times at the root, then you pull out ever so slightly, a millimeter maybe, and you angle towards your nose, whichever side of your eye you're on. So you get that outer edge up high. You give it an extra little dimension. I love that recently someone wrote on my Instagram, oh my god, I've been curling my eyelashes incorrectly for, I forget what she said, 40 years. Now I'm diverging just a bit from Kjaer Weis, and I'm using Ilia's mascara. For 2 reasons. One, I don't have Kjaer Weis's mascara in here, and the second reason is because my eyelashes fall when I use it. I know that is not the case, and fall, not fall out, but the curl falls. I know that's not the case for everyone because I have lots of friends and a lot of you in the community have told me how much you love it. But I have really sparse, faint, thin lashes, and they need a really lightweight mascara. And Kjaer Weis's is just a little too heavy for me for keeping the curl. But this one is pretty great. And you'll see, I really concentrate at getting it at the root. And for those of you who just like do one coat of mascara and go and then say to me, wow, you have such long eyelashes. You saw my eyelashes before I put mascara on. They're almost like indecipherable. Or that's not the word, you can't see them. And that's why, oops, even makeup artists mess up. Do you know these skinny little Q-tips? They're the best. I buy them at Muji, which is a cool store with all sorts of things from Japan. You can order stuff online if you don't have a Muji near you. Now with bottom lashes, I rarely go to town on the mascara there. I generally do a light coating and then go back in with a cotton swab or a brush. And I try to keep my cotton swab use to a minimum just because I don't want to create extra trash. But this technique really does help. I don't like the bottom lashes to be too spiky. Just like a light definition. It's not about like, look at each one of my lashes on the bottom. It's just like, okay, they form a nice little divide between my eye and my cheek. Okay, so eyes are done. You know what I forgot to do and I was really excited to show you? I forgot to put this powder on my eyelids. So I generally, in order to keep a cream shadow in place, I will use a little bit of translucent powder on the lids. I haven't really found a primer that works for me in the clean space, so this is a wonderful one, and it's also from Kjaer Weis. I can't believe I forgot to put that down. I would have put it down with a clean, fluffy brush like this. This brush is really cool, and it's from Jenny Patinkin, and she sells a number of brushes. She sells a line that's all vegan, line that's animal hair. Okay, so then for my skin, I'm going to use this cool brush that I really like from Juice Beauty and the Paper Thin foundation from Kjaer Weis. And I never do a heavy foundation. I do have sun damaged spots. Sometimes I care. Tonight, I don't really care. So a light coating of foundation is really all I need. And I'm going to use it as my concealer as well. So a lot of you have written to me and said, my foundation settles in fine lines. Yep, it does. There is really nothing to be done about that other than making sure that you know, hit the bathroom every so often, take a look in some good lighting, make sure your makeup is where you want it to be. There are, you know, little tips that you can follow to keep that from happening, but for the most part, everything, whether it's in the green beauty world or not, will at some point settle in fine lines throughout the wear. So, oops, just dropped something, 1 second. See, if only I knew how to edit, I would just edit that out. But I don't. Okay, so moving right along. I love Radiance. It's such a pretty highlighter. It's slightly lavender. And I'm only going to use a little teeny bit. Now this interesting thing with this paper thin foundation is when I first put it on, it always looks slightly off, like it's not the right shade. And then I don't know if it's that as it oxidizes or something, as it interacts with my chemistry and the air, it begins to look perfect. It's an interesting thing about products that they really do come alive. So that's why I never suggest that people purchase a foundation without trying it on and wearing it around, because everybody's chemistry is different, and you may notice that something ends up looking spot on right away and then it changes as the day goes on. So testers are great. I'm also going to press a teeny bit of this into the inner corners. Put a little on my cupid's bow. Do you see how all of this has just made my eyes become the jewels, right? I love it. Okay, then I'm going to, actually I think I do look a little bit pale, so I'm going to use a little bit of this Dr. Hauschka bronzer. Just a touch. Okay, and then I'm going to finish the look. I think I'm going to go with Adore. I love this one. Again, from Kjaer Weis, lipstick, finishing the look. Now, I often use a lip liner when I do an intense color, but I am not going for the perfectly structured look tonight. I just want kind of a easy, I can fix it from my seat at the table if need be, kind of look. And most people do not have perfectly symmetrical lips. I have very asymmetrical lips. So I'll redraw that one side hair. How many of you do that too? Or maybe now you will. My lips are one shape when I'm smiling, and then a very different shape when I'm not. Okay, and then I'm going to do what you see me do all the time and just press that into my cheeks. Okay, so as with all my videos, all the products are listed below with links to check them out. I want you to be able to research for everything. Don't take my word on anything. Go research. See that the refillable packaging is just as cool as I told you it would be, and beautiful. And that all of her shades are just so beautifully well thought out and deliberately created. That's what we need more of. No more just like flash in the pan, this color is just for this season. Packaging, you guys, make a commitment to really searching out brands that are using recycled and recyclable packaging. It's so important, and I will bring you more information on that as we go forward. Anyway, this is my look. I think it goes well with my cool wrists and that. Okay, bye.